We're here today with,
Omar, Roger.
and the question for today is, what is self-love to you?
Self-love is realizing you have your partner for life, have an amazing person that you identify with, is incredible, and growing together.
That's cute, that's cute, that's cute.
Okay, we're here with
Andrea.
Okay, so Andrea, what does self-love mean to you?
To me, self-love means loving yourself more than anybody in the world. So loving the way you look, loving the way you feel, loving the way everything about yourself is personality, anything that can be considered negative, you loving it more than anybody could possibly love it themselves. Cool? Right.
Self-love.
Yes. Very big on self-love.
I think self-love is just being expressive of yourself. I think it's about being your authentic self and just like not giving like a shit about whatever anybody has to say. I think it's self-love is I'm so comfortable in my own skin that I could be proud and I could be prideful of who I am and not any validation from anybody else but myself.
Sounds good.
We're here with
Cindy.
okay and
Jackie.
okay, and the question for today is, what does self-love mean to you?
I think self-love means to put yourself first for anyone and be committed to it. Practice what you're preaching. So, yeah.
And you want to answer a question?
Sure. I think it just means putting your best foot forward and remembering if you fall, get yourself back up. Know that the care that you have for yourself is important before giving it to others.
Self-love.
Dudley?
Okay, the question for today is, what does self-love mean to you?
I think self-love comes from acceptance, understanding that everybody has flaws, they have talents, they have gifts, and understand that you're never going to be whatever ideal you see out there. You're never going to be that. You are only going to be you, and there's something beautiful about that. The package of the good and the bad all comes together to be something that is worthwhile on its own. And that's what self-love is, accepting that and rocking what you got.
That's self-love.
Hello, we're with,
Jaron Hess.
and the question for today is, what does self-love mean to you?
To me, self-love is work. It's getting to know yourself and to know your strengths and weaknesses and cultivating those strengths and trying to mitigate the weaknesses. And, it's a long process. And I think I'll be working on it the rest of my life because growing up, I was taught that I had no value because my parents were super Christian and they said that I should serve others and that's it, and that I should deny myself, and that was the only way to be a good person. So I have a lot of toxic beliefs like that I need to work against, and so I'm really trying to get in touch with myself and figure out what I love and follow that in a healthy way. So
That was deep, that was deep. All right.
And the question for today is, what does self-love mean to you?
I think self-love means to me is that in order for you to love others, you have to love yourself first. Love comes within, and if you have love within your heart, then you love everybody the same equally.
Ken.
Self-love. Ken? Okay, so what self-love mean to you?
Self-love. To me, self-love is a commitment to doing the best you can at loving yourself in its entirety. That means yourself with all of what you perceive as flaws and idiosyncrasies, the parts of yourself that you find difficult to embrace, as well as the parts of yourself that you like about yourself. A commitment to that, which is not perfection. Sometimes you don't feel committed to embracing yourself, but just being committed to doing the best you can to love yourself in its entirety.
Okay, we're here with,
DeAndre Ford.
the question for today is, what does self-love mean to you?
Self-love, what does it mean to me? Loving yourself enough to know that everybody else needs love as well.
Self-love. All right, we're here with,
Ashley.
and the question for today is, what does self-love mean to you?
I think it means just being comfortable with who you are and supporting others to be comfortable with themselves as well.
Self-love. What's your name?
Damon.
Okay. What's self-love to you?
Self-love to me is pretty much taking care of yourself, forgiving yourself, loving yourself, in terms of giving yourself the best of anything, and then you're able to pass that on to other persons. So that's self-love to me.
Self-love. What's self-love to you?
Self-love is when you can love yourself and you don't let no one else be your happiness. You're your happiness, if that makes sense.
Self-love to me means making yourself happy no matter who it makes unhappy. It runs deeper than looking in the mirror and thinking to yourself, wow, I look good. Self-love runs down the alley of loving even the smallest of flaws, because we all have them. But they shouldn't be labeled as flaws, and they shouldn't define who we are. They're what makes us more unique. It's what separates us from the crowd, and it never has to be in a negative way, because it's not bad to be different. It's not bad to stand out. Self-love is knowing you can do it and never settling for less. It's loving and expressing yourself as much as you can and more than anybody else ever can. It's loving everything about yourself, from the biggest to smallest of things. Your height, skin tone, ethnicity, freckles, moles, stretch marks, scars, your sexuality. It's loving and expressing each and every one without ever questioning, why is it like this? Why am I like this? And instead realizing, if no one else is like this, I'm one of a kind. And along with this, realizing there is no greater love than self-love, and there will never be.